Welcome back to Benstone Fishing. I'm Ben, and today walleyes are one of those fish that I neglect more often than I should. But like muskies, I get these little phases I go through where it's just all I want to do. And right now, I'm in the midst of one of those phases. So we are out hunting down big walleyes, and really what I want to focus in on this video, besides catching big fish, is the gear that's used to pull it off. I'm going to be discussing, a variety of techniques and rod choices that I use for those specific techniques, and we're just going to kind of cycle through them until we figure out what these fish want to do. So with all that considered, we'll catch a few big walleyes today, but I obviously can't do that talking to you guys, so we're going to get looking here and try to track down some big walleyes. So the fish just followed it down. Got him. Not a bad starter. Got him on the crawler. Heck yeah, first fish in the morning. Let's go. We got our first flex. He's a feisty guy. Been running through a variety of baits this morning. This fish is unbelievable. Got our first fish on the tungsten meathead with half a crawler on it. They just didn't seem to want the leech, but we've been casting at some big ones. This is a medium fish. Obviously not what we're truly after, but we'll get him back. But I mean, you can see it on the screen. There's plenty of fish. And this is just one spot, It's not what I would necessarily gravitate towards as far as like a trophy fish location spot. But I have seen them cruising the shoreline in the past, so I figured it was worth a shot. But that is rocking my medium light 7.4 Vexen. And the one thing that I truly appreciate about the walleye lineup of rods, at least in the 7.4s, is how well this rod loads up. It is absolutely incredible. It's a more moderate action. They kind of define it as a fast action, but in my opinion, this is much more moderate, and that allows the rod blank to load up extremely nicely, which is something that is crucial when fighting big fish, because you don't want a super fast tip bouncing around while you've got big head shakes going on down there. So first victim of the day, tungsten meathead jig on a crawler. Got him. That's a better fish. This is a really big one. Really big fish. That's why. Because it's not a Walter. I'm gonna net him just because I don't want to lose my drop shot. Well, you're bound to run into a few of those. I'm still working on my identification skills with live scope, but he was also pretty far away. All right. It's obviously feeding good. Got him. Feels a little bit better. If it is a walleye. Oh yeah, it's a walleye. A little bit better. Heck yeah. Not the big one we're after, but we're at least starting to catch them. Well, a little bit bigger than that first fish. We're still tracking down a big one. I've casted at a few of them now. Look at this, like he's got like a big bump on the side of his head. Look at that. Never seen anything like that before. It'll be a really good eater fish, but we're not keeping any. We're after a big one, so let's get her back and keep at it. Heck yeah. Well, that was once again on the tungsten meathead. And one thing that is super, super important, and this is a mistake that is so easy to make, I still make it, I've made it twice today already, is you have a lot of time. When these fish pick your bait up, it's so easy just to gut instinct go for the hook set. And really just set the hook in general. But what I find is, number one, letting that fish essentially nibble on that bait for a little bit before you go into the hook set. But the second part is the hook set itself. I'm not backboning the crap out of my rod. It's really more of just a reel into it, tense up to that fish, and then just keep the pressure on. You don't have to go for anything super over the top. And the other thing that is important, and what I really appreciate about the tungsten meathead jig, that VMC hook is super stout. You can see it there, how stout that is, which means I'm not gonna bend out on a hook set. I can put a lot of pressure on those fish, which again, when you're hunting a big fish, or really, hunting fish in general, you want to keep pressure on those fish. So we'll kind of keep scouting out this area. If we don't tangle into a big one here soon, we'll make a switch to some more main lake stuff and get going for a big one. Got him. On the drop shot. Feels like a better fish too. It's not a pike. Hopefully it's not a pike. If this is not a pike, it's huge. It's not really fighting like a pike. It's fighting like a walleye. Could be a small, it could be a smallie too, but I don't know. It's feeling kind of walleye-y. It's also feeling kind of smallmouthy, I don't really know. Oh, it's a walleye. It's a Walter. It's a good one too. There we go. There we go. Now we're on the right track. That's a better fish. Heck yeah. All right, well that one fell victim to the drop shot. Still a good sized fish, probably a 23, 24. We're finding the bigger ones though. It seems like they're starting to push out. So we'll go ahead and get this guy back. Talk a little bit about what I just caught him on and what I did to get that fish to bite. And continue on our path to try to find a trophy. Just a beautiful gold Minnesota Walter. There he goes. So pretty much diving into this particular setup, because this is what I thought the fishing would be the best on, is a drop shot. A drop shot is obviously something that is very popular in the bass world. You just kind of have a weight piece of line down to, a hook, a plastic, a leech, you could really do anything. In that case, it was a night crawler. I've got both night crawlers and leeches with me. You can tell that's a relatively small hook. This is a VMC spin shot, and I've got probably about a foot of line down to a weight, and that just keeps off the bottom a little bit. And I'm not sure if the GoPro picks it up, but the tip on this medium light is so soft, you can just feel those little taps. You'll get a tap, 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 and I mentioned this earlier, but your gut instinct is just want to go for the hook set right away, and you will lose and miss so many fish. So just kind of being patient, letting that fish take the bait. And again, the one thing that I absolutely adore about the Vexen Walleye series is just how well these rods load up. So if you see that there, that full blank is loaded up. I mean, just look at how much that rod blank absorbs with a big head shake. I mean, that is super important when it comes to targeting these big fish. So yeah, we'll get back to it and keep trying to catch some Walters. Going straight back down to it. Yep, he just bumped it. Got him. Doesn't seem like there's very many big ones. Definitely decent fish down there, but not anything super giant yet. Still not a bad fish though. So I'm definitely starting to get quite a few bites right now. And these fish are just flying around down there, going crazy for the bait. Another good sized fish. I mean, not a giant. That's kind of the mission today, but if we're gonna catch these all day, that's not bad either. So we'll get this guy back and keep at it. Might do a little bit of a spot change here and try to find some of these bigger fish. But yeah, that one was on the drop shot, because now it seems like now that these fish are chasing this bait around, they're a little bit higher up and they're more willing to kind of commit to it instead of picking it off the bottom. So maybe keep at it with a drop shot here and just see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a location switch here. One of the changes for me in my boat this year is the new Fin Gear Scout pole. So I've got this mounted to a track system, but it can mount to pretty much whatever you need it to. But my favorite thing about this pole is the ability to just push this latch in, and then my pole is off, and I can just drop that in wherever. I don't have to, you know, pull it up, have it bounce around while I'm driving around. I really like that aspect of it, because I do move around a lot. I cover a lot of water. So being able to just have a very easy, efficient way to get that live scope pole out of the water, out of the way, and obviously protect it when I'm traveling is extremely nice. So for now, let's get rolling and try to find ourselves a 30. What the f? Are you okay? Are you hurt? What are you doing? Oh, are you hurt? Thanks for dropping by, I guess. Finally. Holy moly. It's kind of fighting like a smallie. Oh, nice walleye. Heck yeah. It's been a bit of a grind, but we got ourselves a good one finally. Oh yeah. At least 24, 25. Just in time for the storm just to come rolling in. All right, well there's a few more up there, so that's a good sign. Well, we got some storms rolling through. A few more that were down there, but I didn't catch a fish for a really long time, but we'll get this beautiful Minnesota walleye back and get back at it. That one was on the drop shot. Just a super healthy, well-built walleye. Back she goes. Well, like I said, that was back to the drop shot here, and just absolute waiting game on that fish. I mean, he looked at that thing for a good 45 seconds to even a minute maybe. We reeled into him and got her in the net. Still haven't located a super big fish. Got some weather rolling in that might get these fish fired up a little bit too, but let's get back down there because there's like 3 more fish.